Allison here.
Hi there, Travel Stitch Journal friends. I am going to share with you, we had a brief stay with our trailer at a local campground called San Mateo near San Clemente, adjacent to the Marine Corps base at Camp Pendleton. It was cool and overcast, cloudy, and we enjoyed walking, chatting, watching people, doing some sociology. It was great. Today we went and witnessed our son's confirmation into the Catholic Church, and I had a lovely nap. The house is empty, and so I thought I would take care of my travel journal. This is a channel about my journals of trying to craft and travel at the same time. So we've got some travels coming up soon, and I thought I'd get this one taken care of and in the books or in the video and enjoy with you, or let you see what I was up to. So let's see. I packed my grocery canvas bag with block number 2 of Prism. This is a block of the month through Keepsake in, I think it's New Hampshire, and I made 2 of these. I didn't finish them until I got home because I needed my 6.5-inch ruler to trim up each of these and get them really squared up. So I was pretty happy with the way those turned out. I also took care of Lakeside. It's supposed to look like one thing, and I think because I was putting them together in the evening, they did not come out as arrows like you see in the picture. So I don't know if I'm gonna pick them apart and give it another try, or just because they're so dark, go with it. So that's how they came out for me. One way and one another. So here would be the arrow, and I don't know why this is goofy, but it's supposed to be on one side, which I did, but I didn't achieve that. And I couldn't tell with the fabrics what was what. So I don't know how I'm gonna fix that. So I think I'm gonna leave it alone. It's not gonna make or break the quilt. Sometimes you just gotta go with it. I took care of my last cotton cuts. And I believe it was number 9. And of course you label them with the number on masking tape, because when you go to lay them out, the final month 10 prescription is for putting them all together. I used my Napa batiks and created another one. And when we got home the other day, I put it together. I think I can maybe show you half. Very pretty. So yeah, that's with Napa batik, which I scored, I think, half yard pack from So Yeah Fabrics in Las Vegas. So, let's see. Then I also finished the binding on, what is it, the Irish pinwheel. I used jelly roll of 2 jelly rolls. One was some leftover blues, The other one was a rainbow. And so I tried to keep with a more blue theme, as that is the binding that I completed yesterday. The back is a really awesome 108, and we're just missing the purple, and I think the red was at the top, so we're good. Ombre 108, which I believe I got from Missouri Star.
And thank you, Lois Quinn, for long arming.
No, maybe Fat Quarter Shop, I'm not sure. Alrighty. Let's see. I have this, I noticed as I was preparing some bindings, sashings, and I think binding fabric for the Missouri Star, Cotton Cuts Italia, Unita d'Italia. In the mail, let's stick with quilts while we're at it. I have this awesome collection of cherry wood back quarters. Which is going to be made a part of this quilt, Warmth of Our Stars. And I had the goal of getting this cut out while we were on vacation, but the table and I just didn't have enough room or time. So I've got blue, a real pretty blue for the large border around the outside, and then white for the background, and then of course all my cherry woods for the different stars. I'm looking forward to getting that underway. Let's see, some of my purchases here I have kitted up. Yes, it's not quite July yet, but we'll be getting there. Barbara Anna Designs, Oh Christmas Tree. Got that ready to go. And this the rose and the giant pear. And that is from Hands Across the Sea Samplers. And then I have Needle and Flax 32 count Atticus on which to do that. And I'm sure I'll have a ton left, as it is a fat half yard. That's gonna be fun to do. And then my biggie, where is it? I recently purchased this project bag, of course, from So Much to Love. The interior fabric, cute red and white polka dot. And I panicked and bought this project bag from Amazon for this awesome thing, which I am going to wait and start at StitchCon. And it is by Bygone Stitchers, One Nation, and it has the states in order of their inclusion into the union. And I've got a load of classic color works in which to do that, onto some very pretty called for fabric. This is 28 count ale cashel linen. And I got a hoop. Not sure if I'm going to do it on that hoop or get one of the frames in which to do that. Just before I sat down, FedEx stopped and dropped off my block number 3 or month number 3 of the Peacemaker from Missouri Star. I haven't done number 1 yet, so I can get onto that. I think that that's all I'm going to share, because the other thing I've been working on kind of hardcore over the last couple of evenings is my smalls for my StitchCon exchange. So I really want to participate and do that. It's very fun to meet other people through exchanging. It's really nice. Alrighty. I just have so many block of the months to catch up with. I started to buy a pattern or some linen, and I stopped the madness and did not buy that. But those are some of the things that are at my project side, or that I'm really pleased that I completed. Right now I'm working on perhaps not buying wide backing fabric for my Napa batik, but I have so much thinking about combining all this leftover fabric that I've got of the same theme and doing bands or 12-inch blocks. I'm not sure, but I hate to have all this stuff laying around. I think I can get some pieces out of that and do a pieced backing. So let's see what happens with that. Alrighty, I'll share with you some of our video experiences out and about around San Mateo. San Mateo has a really cool, interesting California heritage, history, Native American heritage. It's when you drive in to check in, it says your camping here is the host of the Marine Corps. So they gave that land back to the state government to use as a campground, because there are powwows that happen there, and I'm not sure if it's was a burial ground, but for sure it was a gathering place for our Native American, Southern California Native American tribes. I'll show you some signs, the education that they have for us in the gazebo, and then up by the stage where there's a neat campfire arena. So there you go. That's my experience, and looking forward to the next couple of weeks. Good times. I wish you the best. I hope that you have a really good end of spring, start to summer, and take good care. See you soon.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Travel Stitch Journal number 42B. Here we are, Site 88. Lots and lots of growth from all the rain that we've had this year. Stitching on a top secret piece. And we took one day to go over to San Clemente State Beach, where I did my walk. And oh my goodness, the front entrance to San Clemente State Beach is a changin'. Back in the trailer, here I am, getting my prism piece done. On a walk, Eric spotted this turkey vulture sitting on one of the, of course, camp barriers. What are you up to, mister? little guy?
No, he doesn't go after live stuff.
No?
No.
Got him.
Walking like a turkey.
Is that why they're called turkey vultures?
Could be.
At San Mateo, an explanation of Pane, the ancient village of Pane, meaning place by the water in the Akjekmen language, is nestled along the San Mateo Creek where we are camping. The Akjemen are the Native American of Orange and northern San Diego County who have called this valley home for thousands of years. The abundant water, plentiful deer, rabbit, quail, sea life, and plants made this valley an ideal place for a village. The plants were used as food, medicine, shelter, and clothing. The village life consisted of numerous extended families. Life for the Akjekamen was drastically altered in 1769 when explorers from Spain came. You see more recent photos of events held. Right next to where I was reading the sign here is an amphitheater, a fire pit, and a stage or a backdrop. The paint of these creations has, I think, been affected by sun and rain. After sunset, many different sorts of animals come out and about. The setting sun for many animals marks the beginning of a new day. A nighttime community emerges, teeming with lurking predators and wary prey that have adapted to life with little light. And there's the view that we have across the creek over towards Camp Pendleton. They don't want us to feed the animals for, I think, obvious reasons. You don't want them getting used to finding food at our campsites. And then be careful where you swim. And the last one is go surf fishing, of course. It gives you a relaxing time. And I think the most important thing to remember if you do is right before and after the high tide. I learned from this sign. My brother-in-law did a good job with my grandson surf fishing. 2 hours before high tide and 2 hours after. There you go. You've got to be careful because there are some deep holes on the shoreline and areas of rip currents. And what's over on this wall? This is a little bit about El Camino Real, the Royal Highway. In 1769, Spain began occupying what is now California. Over the next 55 years, the military established fortified settlements to defend the colony against possible foreign invasion. Franciscan padres supervised a construction of 21 missions up and down the coast of California to convert the California natives to Roman Catholicism and teach them European agriculture and trade. The Catholic missionaries imposed strict discipline and punishment to suppress native cultures and religions. And I know here's a list of the bells that are along our highways. Were done by women's clubs, and you see them up and down the Coast Highway 101. My kids in the 4th grade did their missions. My eldest was Bautista, which is up above Santa Barbara. My son was Soledad. Katie was San Diego, and Zach was Monterey. And so you got to pick, do you want to build a mission? Do you want to do, Katie did a travel video of San Diego mission. When we were there for her video, there was archaeology going on. And then predator, birds of prey, osprey, golden eagle, American kestrel, great horned owl, red-tailed hawk, Cooper's hawk, which we have here at the house. Swainson's hawk, turkey vulture, that's the photo I had of that turkey vulture video. White-tailed kite and red-shouldered hawk. They're beautiful. And then it's nice to know how they look when they're flying. So they, of course, put that diagram. Nice. I have not seen so much growth in our campground. If you look at the countryside and along it, the King's Highway, you're going to notice a lot of mustard, and it says that Father Serra, Junipero Serra, brought a lot of the mustard seeds with him and spread those seeds along the El Camino Real. And so all that mustard that you're seeing in my photos and video was brought here from Spain. Not the daisies, not those, but the mustard. Please remember to clean up after your dogs. And that's the little Baghdad over there, training area where we would hear firing of various calibers. That wash goes out towards the ocean. Just over that is the 5 freeway. And beyond it in the mist is the shore. Father Junipero Serra is accredited with establishing the Franciscan missions in the Sierra Gorda, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and he later founded the mission in Baja California, the first of 9 then of the 21 missions in California from San Diego to San Francisco. It was then a Spanish-occupied Alta California in the province of Las Californias, New Spain. Look at that mustard. I think our area has the least. Wouldn't you say?
I guess. Maybe the bird of prey, something in its talons. Wasn't there a vehicle here? I think there was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, one of these. Are we in the right area?
Yeah. No, we should have gone up.
Yes. We could cut through here.
Or does the roadway look like it loops around?
No, this is that one that ends right here in that loop. We didn't make our second left. Yeah, the numbers were too high.
Now we can see it.
There's Flo. I call our used new trailer Flo. Our Keystone Cougar is Flo, as we called our first trailer, our Fun Finder, Fran. We love the Cougar's Flo's auto leveling and the opportunity to host folks in the bunk beds. Black sage. The growth of plants is just amazing. In the first 3 months of this year, this area has received about 15 inches of rain, which is our annual average in non-drought years. Mr. Turkey Vulture got busy. Usually this area is just bald dirt and shrubs. This stuff hasn't grown in like a decade. Okay. I put the plants in Picture This, my Plant ID app on my phone, and that big leafed green is black mustard. So you've got the yellow mustard with the black mustard. This is blooming black sage, and the size of this sage brush is the size of a tree. It's amazing. Look at how tall it is. And the songbirds were having an absolute blast. Yakking it up here. We had hooked up the trailer and were ready to pull out, and these guys were ready to take over. Okay, officially heading out. This is, of course, San Mateo, which is a part of a satellite of the San Onofre campgrounds. I guess it was in 71 that our governor, Ronald Reagan, was given the opportunity to give it to the state parks. Since the 1940s, I think it was, late 30s, for Marine Corps training, the properties had been a part of our federal lands. And so the certain parts of the federal lands were given to the state to use as campgrounds. It may be murky and gray, but it's just so pretty and special. It's cool outside. It's probably in the lower 60s, upper 50s. And it's still drizzling. Just loving taking all this greenery in. We just haven't seen this in so long. Thank goodness for rain. Poppies! Love me some poppies! With the mustard.
Thank you. You
Bye,
too.
thank you.
As we pull forward, we're pulling up to Christianitos Street or Avenue, and it is a direct road into, it's the furthest north street into Camp Pendleton, Marine Corps Base. Those are probably employees or soldiers. And as we turn left here, we're going to be on Christianitos, headed to the freeway. Christianitos, in my study, comes from the two first baptisms done in the San Mateo Creek to two dying Native American, I think, two boys that were in really terrible shape and baptized. So Christianitos in Spanish is little Christian. It is our experience in the 5 or 6 times we've camped here that the Marine Corps does use this San Mateo Creek for regular maneuvers. It's really interesting to watch when we've been a part of hours when they've done that. Basic training boots retired. Then we come up on, in the summer, this would be packed with surfer parking. Right now there's a few, but not like it is if we were here in July or August. So we've got the stop, and then the first thing just after the stop on the right is the entrance to the 5 freeway north, where we'll be headed home. It's been a good one.
Yeah.
Our next outing with the trailer is at the end of June. We're going to go out to Temecula to Vail Lake and enjoy about 4 or 5 days. There we go. And I was thinking, gosh, it'd be very coincidental, wonderful if I found one of those mission bells hanging here along the 5, but I don't think so. San Juan Capistrano, which is up ahead about 5 miles, is the closest mission to us right now, and it's super pretty. It is considered the birthplace of Orange County. And of course, it was founded over 200 years ago as the 7th of the 21 missions statewide. And it features a chapel still standing where Father Sarah once celebrated Mass. It was originally built as a self-sufficient community by Spanish Padres and Native Americans. The mission was the center of agriculture, industry, education, and religion. Famous for the annual return of the swallows to Southern California, Mission San Juan Capistrano is considered a jewel of the California missions. And coincidentally, today is the day my son, Zach, my youngest son, was confirmed in the Roman Catholic Church in Arcadia. And here he is with his proud fiancée, Brittany. I thank you very much for watching.